Hey, what's going on, everybody? Huvi 186 back again with another video. Let me do a sound check real quick. All right, let me
Another video.
all right.
Let me.
I sound perfectly fine. Let me turn the volume down real quick. Okay. All right. So how's everyone doing today? This is Huvi on deck, episode 11. I haven't done one of these in a while. Gaming news has been really slow. Game releases have been. I mean, I don't want to say necessarily slow because there's always games coming out, but nothing I would say that's super relevant has come out. So now today there's a lot of chatter going on today regarding a certain game that released their gameplay trailer. I will pretty much discuss that in a second. This as a public service announcement. I released in the past, I want to say past week, I've released like one, two, three, four. Now this is fifth video that I've done in the past week. Ever since I've been on my vacation from work, I've been able to do videos. So I have plus I have a whole bunch of stuff. If you guys are listening to, go back down, check those out, and comment on those if you like. Um, so yeah. So anyway, let's talk about this trailer. Red Dead Redemption 2. Just for full disclosure, I've never played Red Dead Re- Red Dead Red Red Dead Revolver. That was on the, I believe that game was on the PS2 and Xbox and stuff like that. I never played that game, and I never played Red Dead Redemption. The main reason why is because I'm just not into westerns like that. That's not the time frame or time period that interests me at all. I know those games are great games, especially I think a lot of people sleep on Red Dead Revolver. But I mean, I'm just not really into westerns like that. So that's why I don't play them. But I did watch the gameplay trailer that was released today. And I have to say I'm impressed. Like I was totally impressed. I mean, with the way that the game looks great. Obviously, the world looks massive. I mean, I have nothing to hate on the game. To me, I just think to me I'm just not into westerns like that, man. Like it's just not something that I'm into. Everything else was cool, man. Like you see see you see alligators and shit like that. You see vultures, and obviously they have horses, and they go through all the stuff that you can do in the game, and talking about how open the world is gonna be and how vast the open world will be, and all that stuff is well and good, man. It just to me, I'm just not. It's just not something I'm into. It's just not something I'm just not into it. But according to what I've seen from a lot of people who I do follow who are into this game, more you know, most of the, I mean, almost all the stuff that I've seen has been positive, so that's good. Like I don't want to say that the game has had any negative reaction. I'm not saying that the hype level for the game has been lackluster, but like I think a lot of people have been disappointed with how Rockstar and Take Two have kind of like shown the game off so far. I think, but from what I've seen, most people are very excited about it, and then it looked great, man. Like I'm just saying, like it looked great. But yeah, it looked great. So yeah, that's really all I have to say about that. There was something else that I wanted to discuss real quick. This won't take too long. Sony released I guess they released this new limited edition. What the fuck am I doing? Oh, my fault. Hold on a second. I messed up on something. Okay, all right, I'm back. They released this limited edition um you know PlayStation Pro console to commemorate the 500th console PlayStation console sold. It's in like this weird looking blue color and all the other stuff. Like to me, like the one thing that I've seen from Sony this generation when it comes to their edition bundles is that they've been, for the most part, in my opinion, either completely hideous or insanely lazy. There was one, I think it was a Metal Gear 5, one that I think only released in Japan, that looked insane. But other than that, all the other ones have been, either hideous or lazy. And this one is, I'm not gonna say it's lazy or anything like that. To me, it is not a console that I would want to have on my shelf. But like I said, even with the lazy pro consoles and regular PlayStation consoles, the controller looks cool. I like the controller. You know what I mean? But I have enough, so I'm good. So yeah, I wanted to at least touch on that real quick because I didn't put it on the title. But regardless, let's get to the IGN plagiarism thing. 'Cause I seen it happen develop over the past few days, and I haven't really commented on it because I think that I don't really care because I don't go on IGN. I don't care about the game they're talking about, and I've never heard of this Philippe. I think that's his name, Philippe Miucin. I think that's his. I think that's his name. So yeah. So I just read up on it today, and to me, obviously, if you see the description, he pulled a crap gamer. Now, for those of you who don't know, I would love to remind people of this, that Crap Gamer, who is a well-known Xbox fanboy, he had a whole bunch of these reviews, right? PlayStation 2, not PS2, PS3, PS4 game reviews and shit like that. Even some Xbox reviews, where he pretty much stole gameplay from other YouTubers and passed it off as his own. He got completely caught, everything like that, and apparently, still doing his thing. I don't know if I know he's not copying videos no more, at least from what I can tell. But he's still out there, still doing his thing or whatever. And this Philippe Muchin pretty much stole. I don't know if he stole the review from a YouTuber named Boomstick Gaming, right? And IGN, and he works for IGN. He's a Nintendo YouTuber, which is funny in itself. Um, he's a Nintendo YouTuber. Philippe Muchin, I'm referring to right now. Philippe Muchin. He's a Nintendo YouTuber, and according to what I see here from his Twitter is still active. Like his Twitter is not. Normally when someone gets caught up in controversy and stuff like that, they would hide their they would hide their account, or maybe even like get rid of it or delete it. But last I checked, his thing is still up there. Like his thing is still up there. Let me recheck real quick. But everything he has there is still there. Like I clicked on his profile, it's still there. Even his review is still there. Now I believe IGN deleted it. Let me see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So he still has the review on his thing as if nothing happened. Like last week I see him. He's commenting on Greg Miller saying you should pick up Dead Cells. Yeah, no, 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 yeah, no, no. Like his account is still open, so that I find that to be weird. But yeah, this Philip Muchin dude, he pretty much stole the review. He pretty much pulled a crap gamer, and then IGN reviewed it and they pretty much took it down. And obviously, it's a bad look for IGN, but IGN ultimately did the right thing. They really are not to blame for this, because at the end of the day, like it was just one stupid reviewer. I believe he's a freelancer also. Actually, can you be a freelancer if you work for the company? Hold on a second. I mean, IGN did fire him, and I'm reading up on it now. And I think IGN is going to I think they're working on paying um Boomstick for the review. Oh wow. Wow. Okay, so he wasn't a freelancer. This Filip Miucin dude, he was a Nintendo editor and he hosted a podcast. Like holy shit. Oh man, that's interesting. It's pretty much akin to where to list. Remember when guys like Greg Miller and Colin Moriarty worked at IGN? It would be the equivalent of one of those dudes stealing a review from like a YouTuber, like like a Jay Barry or something like that. That would be the equivalent. And like you said, like the article said, like he hasn't commented on it, like he hasn't said anything on Twitter or nothing like that. Like everything is still up there. Like if you look at his Twitter, it seems normal. So yeah, man, like it's a bad look for IGN. It's a bad look for game reviews, especially for people who are all up into the conspiracies about the mainstream gaming media. But ultimately, IGN doing the right thing, and apparently they're gonna pay this guy Boomstick for the review or whatever. And yeah, man, it's sad. It's sad, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. All right, so that's pretty much all I have to say about that. The last thing I'm gonna talk about is hyping exclusives. And what I mean by that, I wanted to make like a response video to Kiss Move, but it's been too long. Like the conversation's pretty much dead, and I don't want to bring up I don't want to beat a dead horse, even though pretty much I mean even though Broken Games HD pretty much exposed them on the podcast, and I have nothing against Kid Smooth, but it's truth the facts are facts when it comes to his concerns and about how people are hyping up Spider-Man. Now, the argument that a lot of people are having when it comes to this game is this game being hyped up because it is a PlayStation exclusive? Now, in my opinion, it is being hyped up because it's a PlayStation exclusive. Just like it's being downplayed like it's a PlayStation exclusive. Just like a lot of people are talking about this game because it's a PlayStation exclusive. It doesn't have to be one thing or the other. It's not that at all. It can be all those things and more. You see, when you look at a game like Tomb Raider, right? Tomb Raider, the way that I look at Tomb Raider from the perspective of some Xbox fanboy, not all Xbox fans, I'm talking about fanboys, right? The reason why that game got hyped up is because that game is quote the better version of Uncharted. You get what I'm saying? And you have some PlayStation fanboys who shit on the game because it's a copy of Uncharted. You know what I mean? And again, we can go back and forth over which game copied who, whatever. Listen, I understand Tomb Raider came out first, but nowadays Tomb Raider plays a lot more like Uncharted than Uncharted ever played like Tomb Raider. Not a bad thing or a good thing. It's just the way it is, in my opinion, as someone who played the earlier Tomb Raider games. But regardless, people hype up fanboys hype up things because either it shits on something that the competition can't do, or is it something to hype up for because they feel like at its best it can be something that could be celebrated. You know what I mean? Like I remember a couple years ago, I was having back and forth with these Xbox fanboys about Quantum Break. Now, I never said Quantum Break was gonna be a bad game. But a lot of these Xbox fanboys were saying, "Oh, it looks better than Uncharted 4." And anybody, even a blind person, can see that that's not true at all. And I ended up being correct. You know what I mean? But why were they hyping? Why were they saying it? Because they're hyping the game up. It's that simple. You got people following. I don't know who the I don't know. I forgot the name of the main character. The actor who played the main character, but he's the same guy who plays Iceman in some of those X-Men movies. I see there a lot of these Xbox fanboys following him, giving him praise and shit like that. Like they're doing that because they're hyping up the game. Everything. Everyone's hyping up game. Everyone's hyping up exclusives. You know what I mean? And the one common thing that I see from fanboys that are like the one common theme from fanboys is that they hype up their exclusives. That's a fact. That's all they do. They hype up their exclusives. So why is it now it's a bad thing to hype up a game like Spider-Man, which is a game that that I really don't understand how anybody can have an issue with the way that the game's been presented. The game looks amazing. It seems like it plays great. Like everything that we've seen from the game has been great. Yeah, I'm not saying you have to think this game is gonna be the greatest thing since sliced bread. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that you look at the game and you can't tell me with a straight face that the gameplay that you see looks bad. But yet we have all these fanboys here saying, "Oh, why you guys are hyping the game up? You guys are hyping it too much. It's not doing anything that any other Spider-Man games are doing." And with Kid Smooth, he's bringing up the past Spider-Man games like, "Oh, how come you guys weren't hyping these games up?" I'm like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Like, you see the thing with fanboys, the thing what they do is they jump through hoops not to praise the game, right? Not to praise the game, right? They jump through hoops because at the end they either that's just how they are. And very few of them are not excited for the game, but most of the time it's so that they can show to their audience that this game's not all that. Isn't the game's not all that? It's just not. That's at least the way they want to perceive it to their fan base. Even though Kiss Mood, Crapgamer, and any of the other Xbox fanboys are going to buy the game anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you see what the fanboy job is, they feel like they have to work for the company, but so they have to be there and tell you, oh well, the game's not going to be great. Oh, why aren't you guys doing this? Why aren't you guys doing that? But yet these are the same people who are going to be buying the game anyway. Yeah, I mean, it don't make any sense. Like, now, let me take myself as an example. Now, I'm not the biggest Spider-Man fan. I'm not. You know what I mean? But the reason why I want to play Spider-Man is because of Insomniac. And do I like all of Insomniac games? No. But the game that I like, my favorite game of theirs is Sunset Overdrive, which is an Xbox One game. And the reason why I like that game so much was because the traversal, the movement, the way you move around the city was awesome. I loved it. So why would I not want to play Spider-Man with at least a lot of the same characteristics as the as Overdrive? Why would I not want to play that? I don't give a shit what platform it's on. If it was an Xbox One exclusive, I would be getting it. I would be hyping it up. And so would a lot of these Xbox dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these dudes would. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't like a lot of it. A lot of it is just jealousy and bullshit. That's what it is. But now, when it comes to now, the question that I really meant to ask when it comes to this hyping up exclusives is: do we, as a community, tend to hype up exclusives in general? And the answer, in my opinion, is yes. And the reason why, and this is something that I think goes all the way back to the I don't know if they were doing this with the Nintendo, but with the no, actually, yeah, they were with the original Nintendo. All this goes all the way back to the original Nintendo, right? When you have a game that's only come out for one platform, you in your head always assume that that company is putting all their resources, getting all the power, all that stuff, and making it for those consumers, right? Remember the whole Nintendo seal of approval thing was a lot like that. You know, I mean, you're putting all your resources into creating that game on that platform. When it comes to multiplats, you have like again, you have especially more so now this day and age than in the past. Because in the past, a game can be on one console and be completely different than that same named game on another platform. You know what I'm saying? Like um, there's too many examples of this, but the one that I noticed recently was NHL '98 on the Super Nintendo, and then the same game on the Sega Genesis. Now both games played pretty similar as far as like gameplay, but the game definitely looked different, and also the UI of each game was different, right? And that was definitely more of a thing back then than it is now. But now games are just multi-plat games are pretty much just being ported. As long as they can run on that platform, that's fine. Like it doesn't matter. But when it comes to exclusives, you're always expecting that dev team to put a little bit more emphasis, a little bit more oomph into that game because they have all the resources and and I guess you can see that they're putting all their backbone into that creating that one game for that one platform. And I think that's where I think a lot of people will look at exclusives, and I do too. I ain't gonna lie, I do too, because I look at a game like Batman, Arkham Knight, Arkham Asylum, whatever, and I played some of them. And they're good games. Like, I don't get me wrong, but I'm not excited for those games. And I think mainly for me the reason why is because I'm not into 3D beat 'em ups. I'm more into 2D beat 'em ups. And I just think that now if it was exclusive, I don't know if I would be into those games neither. But a game like Spider-Man, if it was multi-platform, I would get it anyway. But to me, I just think that when a game is exclusive, you expect that team to make a game that's really good. You know what I mean? You expect them to make a game that is, I don't want to say a cut above the rest, but a cut above the vast majority of multiplayer games out there. At least that what you expect. Like with Xbox dudes with Halo, you expect Halo to have all the modes that you love, all the, obviously with Master Chief or whatnot, but you also expect it to be at least at the very top of games in that genre, right? Like for shooting games, like Halo 5 should be in the echelon of shooters. You just expect it, obviously. And when it comes to PlayStation guys with let's say Uncharted, right? When it comes to storytelling, 3D gaming, when it comes to third person shooters and stuff like that, you expect that Uncharted game to be at the top of its class when it comes to that genre. Same thing goes with Gears. You expect it to be on the top of class when it comes to that game. When it comes to that game. So I guess what I'm asking is, do we put more emphasis? Do we put more of an emphasis to exclusive when it comes to quality than you do to the average third person game? Because obviously when it comes to third person, all they really need to worry about is if the game can run on that console. That's it, right? They're not going to put any type of extra sauce into one particular platform or over another, because I mean, frankly, that you can kind of say that's a bit anti-consumer, even though some companies do it. You look at Destiny for example, Destiny and Destiny 2 for example. You can use that as an example, but ultimately, third party job is to have the game run properly on that platform. But when it comes to exclusives, you don't have to deal with that. You have one game on one platform, and obviously, it's the minimum requirement is that the game has to run properly on the platform. That's the minimum requirement. You know what I'm saying? You look at the PS4 exclusives. Like by and large, their exclusives are some of the best looking games in the industry. You know what I mean? Horizon. You know, what's that game called? The Order, God of War. Uncharted. I don't know if I mentioned Uncharted already. Horizon Zero Dawn. Those are some of the best looking games out there. And then you look at on the Xbox side, you look at your Forza, which looks amazing. I think Gears is a gorgeous looking game. Halo not so much, but like I said, you know, hey, I don't think Halo's ever been a game that's been like a graphical powerhouse. You know what I mean? Like, at least in my opinion, I could be wrong. You know what I mean? If you're for Halo fans out there, I could be wrong. But you get what I'm saying, right? But you get what I'm saying. Like, when it comes to exclusive, I think we have a higher expectation for them, and that's why a lot more people hype them, because they are held to a higher standard, because you only have that one audience that you have to please. When it comes to multiplats, you know, a multiplat, you have a lot more people that you have to please. Yes, but at least the outrage of a game being bad will spread across multiple platforms. And it's not really a thing where obviously they'll get hate for it, but they as long as the game sells, they'll be fine. They have more leeway to sell more because obviously because it's on multiple platforms. When it comes to exclusives, you have to satisfy that one base, and that base can and if you dissatisfy that one base, then you could be fucked. You know what I mean? Like look, I'll use NBA 2K for example. A lot of people shat on that game. A lot of people I know who I watch shat on that game because of a lot of the microtransaction decision and some of the gameplay decisions that they made. Also, the game is still a success, so people are still going to buy it regardless. And they'll say it's a blip on the radar. Let's get to 19 or whatever. Call of Duty, another perfect example. Call of Duty, same fucking game. Nah, I don't want to say same fucking game every year, but Call of Duty, it's Call of Duty, right? It's tons of issues, ton of problems, shit like that. All they gotta do is keep pumping them out, and people are just gonna buy it. When it comes to exclusives, you can't do that unless there's a level of quality to those games. Then that because if the quality goes down and the sales go down, they're not gonna make another one. They're just not gonna make another one. But and you can say the same thing for third party, but at least with third party, they have multiple platforms. As long as they can keep the status quo, they'll be fine. You'll be fine. And exclusives, I don't think you have that type of leeway. So I mean that's pretty much it for the video. I mean let me check if there's anything else to cover. All right, let me get out of this. Just checking this real quick. Yeah, the Pro Evolution demo is coming out. Is out now. I don't normally play demo. I rather just wait till the whole game comes out. So I mean I'm probably gonna buy it. Like I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm probably gonna buy it. I mean yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really have anything. I don't really have anything else to talk about. Anyway, I'm out, man. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. This is Huvi 186. I am out. Peace.